Hi everyone, welcome into this week's Deeper Dive, Moses out of Egypt. This past week, Pastor Rachel got to preach to us, and we're going to be looking at Exodus chapters 5 through 7, but I actually wanted to open by talking about the Disney movie Aladdin. Many of you have seen the classic Aladdin movie, or maybe you've seen the more recent done Aladdin film, but I want to look at specifically the genie's role in this. Aladdin is given 3 wishes, and he promises the genie that his last wish he's gonna use to set the genie free. And throughout the entire plot of the movie, the genie is just waiting and being obedient to Aladdin until he gets his wish to be set free. And it's just this continually waiting for Aladdin to choose to let him go. Can you imagine how frustrating it would be to be the genie and to be just waiting and hanging in there to see whenever he would be able to reach freedom? Do you ever feel like God has called you to something, or he's made a promise to you that he is waiting to fulfill, that it hasn't been fulfilled yet? And are you frustrated? That can be frustrating. Moses got frustrated with this too. He was called to lead the people out of Egypt. He was told by God that was going to happen. And yet, as he was obedient, he didn't always feel that God was fulfilling his end of the deal. And that's where we dive in to Exodus 5, verses 22 through 23. Then Moses turned to the Lord and said, "O Lord, why have you done evil to this people? Why did you ever send me? For since I came to Pharaoh to speak in your name, he has done evil to this people, and you have not delivered your people at all." In this, we see Moses' frustration with the fact that God has not yet delivered them, but he is continuing to be faithful and continuing to be obedient to the Lord. And the Lord responds to him in chapter 6, verses 6 through 8. "Say therefore to the people of Israel, I am the Lord, and I will bring you out from under the burdens of the Egyptians, and I will deliver you from slavery to them, and I will redeem you with an outstretched arm and with great acts of judgment. I will take you to be my people, and I will be your God. And you shall know that I am the Lord your God, who has brought you out from under the burdens of the Egyptians. I will bring you into the land that I swore to give to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob. I will give it to you for a possession. I am the Lord." The Lord sometimes gives us promises, and he says that he's going to fulfill them, and we're in the season of waiting. And maybe you're in the season like Moses is, that he's waiting to be set free. He's waiting for God to fulfill his promises, and it hasn't come to that time yet. We actually see that it's not until chapter 14 that God leads them out of Egypt, and yet Moses continues to be faithful and continues to be obedient to what the Lord has asked him to do. Maybe some of you are in this season of waiting for a cross the Red Sea type of moment, and God has promised something to you that you've not seen come into fulfillment. But I just want to encourage you that God's promises are true even in the waiting, and he will be faithful to you in providing things, and we need to continue to live in obedience and to pray with expectation that the Lord's going to come through and do what he has promised to do. Thank you for taking this time to dive deeper into Moses out of Egypt. And if you didn't get to catch the sermon, we encourage you to watch Rachel's sermon right here. Thanks.